Hi, hello, how are you? I'm Pia and today I'm going to be doing my May TBR. So I'm going to show you my TBR jar picks where I pick out prompts every month. I usually do like 4 or 5 and fill in those prompts and then don't let you know in the wrap up which prompts they completed. As well as just the books that I'm thinking about reading, I'm interested in reading for right now. And I'm going to show you them. Hope to read them by the end of the month, but you'll find out in my reading vlogs and my wrap up obviously. Without further ado, let's hop into the TBR jar picks. My handy dandy TBR jar always sits here. I haven't put in more prompts. I honestly don't remember what I have in here. It's like nudie author, romance, like different genres, stuff like that. So I'm gonna pull this one out. When I say romance and I pick up romance. The one I'm thinking about picking up is When the Stars Lead to You by Ronnie Davis. This was highly recommended, I mean it's even blurbed, by Jennifer Niven, who wrote All the Bright Places, one of my favorite books of all time. I know it is a romance, but I just know it came highly rated and had it for like a year now. And it does have a beach on it, and I'm feeling those kind of summery vibes. Number 2, let's pick out this guy. I should probably like pull out the one that I did last month, but it's fine. Okay, so this one is published before 2020. Did I get this last time too? I have like no recollection. This was published in 2018. I don't know what it is about this cover, but it screams spring to me. It was like I was saying in March, and I was like, every book was like this like mint bluish color, and I was like, everything just screams March. But this is a book that I heard Chelsea Darling Reads talk about. I don't even know if she read it, but it intrigued me so much that I picked it up, and this one nice and like sprayed edges. I think it's about fairy tales coming to life. Girls in Trouble, that's what Sylvie Black's older sister Julia named her favorite fairy tale book way back when the girls were just themselves. Now Julia has disappeared and no one knows if she's in trouble. Sylvie is trying to carry on Julia's impressive legacy at the prestigious National Ballet Theatre Academy. I love a good ballet. Turning fouettes until spinning her head can be blamed on ballet alone. But Julia, ever the star of the shows, can't stay hidden forever. And when she sends Sylvie a copy of her old storybook with a mysterious list inside, Sylvie begins to see signs of her sister everywhere she goes. She may be losing her grip on reality, but Sylvie has to find out if the strange, almost magical things she's been seeing, a figure in a red cape walking, a wolf, a silver shoe abandoned by a fleeing girl in blue, having anything to do with Julia's whereabouts. With the help of her best friend's enigmatic brother and his beat-up car, Sylvie sets out to the beat of a Fleetwood Mac playlist, determined to return to New York with her sister in tow. But what Sylvie doesn't expect to learn is the trouble that comes in lots of forms, that the damsel in distress is often the only one who can save herself. This is like all my triggers, you know? I love fairy tales, I love like magical realism, I love like when you're searching for someone, an unlikely bond, which it seems like is gonna form with like, what is it, her best friend's brother or something like that, and I love dance. I just, it has a bunch of things that I love, and I didn't end up picking this up last year. Let's keep the ball rolling. I'm getting very warm in this sweatshirt. But this one says a 2021 release, so complete opposites, but everything is blurring together. Time is not real. I'm looking at my most anticipated releases. I'm like, what's coming out? I'll buy myself a book. I deserve it. I'm going to go with Love Songs for Skeptics. Gosh, that took me forever. This could also cover my romance prompt, but this is a new book, came out in January, and it has to do with music and love, and that's like 2 of my favorite things. So number 4, we are going with 2020 release. I swear, someone is out to get me today. They were like, I do not care. I'm going to go with Cinderella is Dead. Dead? Apparently that's how we're gonna say it. And this is a 2020 release. I remember it coming out. I'll even check myself. I thought this came out this year, but it did not. And this is about a real, like, Cinderella thing going on. It's like a tradition of, like, Cinderella-ness. And, like, because Cinderella was real in this world. And, like, it looks spooky. I've heard amazing things about this. I just don't remember. Alrighty, I will pick a 5th one, and this one is going to be a booktube recommendation. I'm going to go with Such a Fun Age. I don't know who I'm going with that recommended me this, but it has been so popular on booktube and in real life too, and I just need to pick it up. I finally actually just got the book from my thrift store, which is awesome. It's like crazy popular. So those are my TBR jar picks. Very exciting. And I have a couple more picks to go through. First up, we have a carryover, Loveless by Alice Oseman. This is a story about a girl who is asexual, and that's about all I know about it. Oh, she might also be aromantic. I just read that on the back. And it's just kind of about her coming to terms with that sexuality and what that means for her, which sounds amazing. I mean, love Alice Oseman. Then we have Bringing Down the Duke, could also count as my romance, and this is a period romance. What is it called? Historical romance. And, you know, these are fun. I fly through them like in an afternoon, so pretty excited about that one. As well as The Vanishing Half. Again, this is last month's TBR, didn't get to it, but this is another one that, like, you know, has been incredibly popular. Apparently I can't say that word, but I'm super hyped to read that. Along with that, I have a couple audiobooks that I'm planning on reading and a couple books I'm planning on finishing up. I have a couple books to finish up. I am going to be reading Fahrenheit 451. I'm rereading this because the kid I'm tutoring is actually reading this for the first time for school, and I just want to like follow along, refresh my memory, and help him out with his homework like usual. And then I'm gonna finish Lily and Duncan. I was gonna say Emily. That's just wrong. I'm like halfway through this. I am really enjoying it. I just haven't physically read in a while. So. And I am about a third of the way through China Rich Girlfriend, which is the sequel to Crazy Rich Asians. So I was gonna read it last month, just didn't end up finishing it. The audiobooks that I'm planning on listening to this month, I'm going to be reading The Kiss Quotient by Helen Hong. I believe that's how you say her last name. If I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. This is about an autistic main character who hires an escort, and it's a romance. I've heard amazing things about that one. As well as Writers and Lovers by Lily King, and this, I think it's a literary fiction. And I love a good literary fiction. If you can figure out what video that's gonna be for, those two are gonna be for, let me know if you're excited to see it. Don't let me know what it is. Are you excited? Okay, so those are, I guess, the books that I'm planning on reading. Definitely a lot, but I am feeling energized, at least at the present moment, and motivated. So we'll see how I do. So yeah, stay tuned for the rest of my videos. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!